but this is going to be just a few short prelude and fugues on the Well-Tempered Clavier, Book 1 from Bach. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. It's going to be really informal because I'm not doing all of the prelude and the fugue, which match because some of them are more difficult than others. And I do have time constraints as well. There's made up of every major and minor key. So 12 major keys, 12 minor keys. And then there's 2 sets of those. So there's a book, Well-Tempered Clavier Book 2, which I don't even have our own. So luckily, I haven't never worked on that. But I will be doing just the very first 1, 2, and the third. It has great prelude in 7 sharps. I did not do the fugue in 7 sharps. And then I'll skip to the 4th prelude and fugue, and the 5th prelude and fugue, possibly the 6th prelude. So those of you, I know a few of you are music people in here. Do most people have some, obviously you're here for music, but prelude and fugue, if anyone's familiar with the difference, prelude part has probably less a subject and counter subject and parts moving. It's more chordal, and there is definitely arpeggios and technique involved, but the fugues definitely have a lot of intertwining parts and will add more than 2. Haven't seen, how are you? Yeah. No, you're all good. We're all early. This is sort of a pre-thing, just trying to give you a little background on preludes and fugues from what I know here. And so Bach wrote these in around 1722. Was the first book, the Well-Tempered Clavier, Book 1, which is the ones I will be performing out of. And he also did the second one. It was probably around 20 years after that. So a lot of 2 sets of each. So 24. They apparently do this to punish new piano students. They tell you this is great for new students and also for students that are in their adult life. So I'm still in my adult life learning all these, and I haven't yet. So the first few ones, all it's going to be is prelude and fugues. Most of them will be paired in the same key. He went up half a step every time. I'll start out in the key of C, real nice and easy. And I'll do a fugue. It adds a few little, one voice starts, dum, bum, 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 and then there'll be another part that comes to imitate that part in different parts of the piano, and lower and middle and upper and so forth. And then he'll go to another half a step up, and we'll do major, minor, major, minor, major, minor. So I will skip just a couple of fugues in all of this. I'm not going to be doing or performing all of them. So I'll get started for you. Any questions? Just listen carefully to, I'll announce the fugue before I start, so you can listen to some of the ideas in the subject for you. So Prelude and Fugues, Well-Tempered Clavier, Book 1. First prelude. The first one has also been used a lot. Charles Gounod has an Ave Maria also set to this accompaniment too. So there's actually a melody that he wrote above all of this first prelude in key C. It's my favorite because it's the easiest. There's one. There's one. And so we'll go from the C major to the C minor. We'll continue around the whole round here for you. If you would like to clap, it's not a cycle. So if you would like to clap after each piece, you are certainly welcome to. It gives me a little chance to regroup as well. So. So the fugue comes after, and we have a subject that sounds like this. And that'll be imitated in the right hand, the left hand, and maybe in between sometimes. So listen for that. It'll be introduced repeatedly through the piece. And now comes the prelude. That's in the next key. Who knows what the next key up is? C sharp. 7 sharps, which is the reason I didn't do the fugue. So you will hear the prelude in number 3, preludium. And we're going to skip ahead a little bit and cheat. I'm going to go to the preludium number 4, and this is in the key of C sharp minor, and I will follow that with a fugue. And as I play the preludium 4, there's a few more parts in this one. The other preludes have been kind of more arpeggios and really fun. This is going to be a little more solemn, it's minor. And then the fugue will continue to introduce more subjects and counter subjects and parts. Hope you heard the sense of relief at the end. It wasn't just me, it was the music. It's a tension and release. This last I'm going to do is the Preludium number 5. It's in the key of D major, so we made it into 3 keys. Anyway, major keys, 3 minor. I will be doing the prelude and the fugue. Thank you all for coming. I appreciate your taking your lunch hour over here. I will be doing next week. We're going to have, actually, we have our guest in the audience over here. David Townsend will be doing clarinet and spirituals. We'll be doing next week. And so this is just the first of the 5 in the series. And so I invite you back next week, and we'll have more to come. Thanks again for coming. Appreciate it.